This is the GO 17 view looking down on the South Pacific, and we've got this enormous area of smoke, and this was generated by the last weekend's fire in Australia. There have been two major blow-ups. One was on New Year's, around that time, there it is, and then the second one was last weekend, there it is, and it's the second one that's produced that really massive blob. The first bunch of smoke has already passed across the entire South Pacific, and it's also across South America, and is actually, you can see it in a storm system over the South Atlantic now. Here is today's view from Suomi Vers, the polar orbiter, and there we've got our absolutely huge smoke plume wandering off and over French Polynesia. And I put on the fire signatures of the active fires today. So let's take a look at what's going to happen next. These are the fires on Kangaroo Island. These are some fires on Tasmania. There are still large areas that are producing fire signatures in the Victorian Alps and into New South Wales. And we've got all sorts of heat signatures up in New South Wales. So these are just waiting for the next burst of wind to fan them, essentially. And it looks as though that burst of wind will be coming around Friday. Yes, Friday. Burst of wind moving through Victoria and New South Wales. Now, maybe this is bringing rain. Let's take a look. The answer is yes. There is some rain coming in, although it is, into the Victorian Alps, and then kind of dying away as it passes through New South Wales. But at least, some rain coming through on Friday with that frontal system bringing in stronger winds too. There's more going on in Australia too. We've got a couple of tropical cyclones. Well, one tropical cyclone and another one in developing. Blake is now over land, bringing heavy rain into Western Australia. And then we've got this guy, and that is heading this direction. Tricky to see if it's got enough space to develop. Let's take a look. Well, the Bureau of Meteorology's forecast is here, and the Bureau of Meteorology have it making landfall as a Category 2 Australian cyclone, which is a tropical storm in hurricane terms. So not a particularly strong tropical cyclone, but likely to bring quite a bit of rain, and we should be able to get a good idea, or a fair idea, about the amount of rain that's going to fall. So let's check the models. Here is the total accumulated rainfall in millimeters from the Global Forecasting System model. And if you look to the north, you've got that developing system here, and we've got Blake down here over land, bringing very heavy rain into Western Australia. And if we move forward, I think the interesting thing is how Blake is bringing rain into very dry areas of Western Australia. So what I want to see is whether these lakes are dry lakes, and whether they're going to fill up. I mean, based on this, you'd have to say, hell yes, they're going to fill up, because this is a huge amount of rain, over 200 millimeters, into very dry areas. So I think we're going to see these lakes fill up. So stay tuned. We'll check the satellite images in a few days from now and see if these lakes are filling. Meanwhile, the other developing system is moving into the Northern Territory. Rainfall amounts are actually less for that one, but it's definitely going to bring some rain to the area. I don't see it as being a particularly damaging system based on this. For more, I definitely recommend the Bureau of Meteorology's YouTube channel. They got a YouTube channel. Look at these guys. Fantastic. Much better information. I guess they are looking at this. I actually haven't watched these, so I don't know how good they are, but I'm assuming that they are very good. Anyway, so check those out. And this video is basically just me trying to get back in the game of video making. And probably I'll just do fairly short, crappy videos like this one this year, just to keep them going more frequently and keep things sort of pumping out. Makes sense.